Welcome to another episode of the Dining at Disney podcast, your ultimate source for delicious discussion about dining at both Disneyland and Disney World. I am Kristen, your host. I'm a travel guru and, of course, a foodie, which is, Bubba and I, we're both foodies. That's why we do this.
Yes.
Bubba is
Yes.
a former cast member at Disney California Adventure, as well as a
Yes, I
future
was.
Club 33 member. So today's
Yes.
discussion today is, as we teased in our previous episode, we are going to be showing you some of our favorite foodie souvenirs, things like popcorn buckets, sipper cups, the glasses that you get at Trader Sam's, either coast. We're going to talk about those, show them to you, tell you a little bit about, where we got them, what comes in them, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
Bubba, you ready to just dig into this show?
Yes, I had to go. I still didn't even go deep into my treasure box, by the way. Like, I just try to get stuff that was somewhat easily accessible. There's some stuff that's still deep in storage and Ziploc bags that I cannot touch. But I'm glad I could show off some of the stuff that I do have.
Yeah,
That I hope you guys will enjoy. Yeah.
I have my cool Mickey holiday bucket, popcorn bucket in the garage that I got a couple of years ago. It's like the little Christmas Mickey one. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
man, no, I don't want to go digging in through all that stuff that I just put up to get that out. But I've got plenty of other cool stuff that I'll show. So
yeah. So me too. We
show
want me
me
to go
one of your
first? I will
favorite
go
things you've got
first.
there.
Showing one of my favorite. Well, I got a lot. I do have a lot of Star Wars stuff, so I'm gonna kick it off with Star Wars right off the bat, and just my little. I had a different set too. I had this one, which was my Chewbacca Stein. As you can see, the head opens, and what's great about Disney is that they know people buy the drinks just to collect these, so they don't ask. Like, they always put whatever you're getting in a separate cup, so that way they don't get the cup dirty inside, because you want to take it home and display it like I do. But they had this one, and I don't have it. It's in deep storage. My Boba Fett Stein also,
Oh
which is
yeah,
roughly
he's
the same
cool.
size. Yeah, Boba Fett. If you ever go to my Instagram, I posted a video maybe like 2 years ago when they first came out, and I had a little video that showed off my Boba Fett Stein. But this also too, I like to keep out, which is my Chewie Stein. And I don't dig the eyes on it just because, like, hey baby, what's going? Hey baby, what's going on? My name, my name's Chewie. What's yours? But and I never knew Chewbacca had blue eyes. Did you not know this? I did not know this until I bought the Stein, that Chewbacca has blue eyes.
Yeah, because nobody pays
So
any
you see the
attention to
detail.
Chewie's eyes, and they glow on the thing. I mean,
No,
they're super blue.
they do. They're just staring you right in the face. But I still think it's one of the coolest Steins I have right here, which every Star Wars item I do have, I've gotten in Tomorrowland. Unfortunately, they do not. I don't think they sell this one. They do right now have a Captain Phasma Stein mug, which I saw, which I did not get last trip, but that one looks really cool. That's definitely a getter if you are going to Disney park.
I was bummed that she kicked the bucket in the movie. I was like, what? No more Captain Phasma?
Did she?
You didn't see
Spoiler
it?
alert: is she dead? I saw it. No.
Okay, I was
but
gonna
I'm
say
just saying,
what?
Is she? Is she? Is there's so much? I mean, we could go. We have another
Well,
show
that's
about
true.
this
I
whole
mean,
subject, but I mean, just yeah. Is she? Is Snoke dead? Is he dead? Is Luke? Where's Luke? Just we'll leave it as it is. A lot of questions, but yes, Chewie Stein, nice. Chewie is alive too. If you didn't.
Oh, I don't think it works anymore. Oh, it does work.
And he does eat porks too.
Okay, so I got two little,
nice.
Of course, in my house, Al John gets to keep all the cool Star Wars stuff. in his office, or as he calls it, his studio. But I have two little tiny things. I don't even think he knows I have them in here, so that's probably why I have them.
Spoiler alert! Here we go.
These came in drinks, like you get the glow cubes and stuff. So instead, they had the little like light up lightsaber, which unfortunately does not look as cool on film as it does, in person. So
no, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I like that.
And then I've got, if I can figure out how to turn it on. Oh, there we go. The glow cube.
Nice.
But the cool thing is it's the Death Star.
Death Star glow cube, yes.
You might be able to see a little bit of like the detail to it.
The detail. When
it's not lit. But, it's cool. It's my two little Star Wars things I have to show.
They have a straws now at the park, which I did purchase, but I don't have with me. But they have the glow Starfighter. Well, not Starfighter. What's it called? TIE Fighter. They have a glow Millennium Falcon, and they have a couple other Star Wars glow things too, which look really nice. I have the TIE Fighter one, which I don't know where it's at. But that Death Star one is probably the best, most sought after one too, out of all the Star Wars glow cubes, which is nice. That's a cool item to have. Now I'm jealous.
You know what?
Now I'm jealous.
Aljon has the Millennium Falcon one.
The Millennium Falcon.
I just didn't go digging around in his studio. It has so much stuff in there. It's crazy.
It does, yeah.
And I figured, besides you probably have most of the Star Wars stuff already. So
I have. Yeah, I know one thing we both have. Well, I'll pop this little baby out right now, which I got also couple years ago, which is my first order TIE-Fi's popcorn bucket, and it does open up here. But did I have popcorn go in it? No, I did not. I just had put the container in there, and that's where they put the popcorn, which is nice. And the only thing about this, I do like it, but these wings come off so easily.
Oh, do they really?
And they're very flimsy. But it's to help carry around the park too. Sometimes they come off really easy.
Put the wings in your backpack, so you don't have it being stuck.
Exactly. That's what one of the most convenient things are about this is that, and then they just kind of snap back on. But the detail on it is just like how you see it in the movie. They got the shooters, the blasters right there. The detail on the back too also is just as the same, and even on the sides right there. So, and it comes with the cool strap that does say Star Wars Force Awakens.
That's cool.
Wrap it around, look like Flavor Flav, but instead with the watch, you'll have the TIE Fighter right there. And so, yeah, I know Aljon has one of these too. Which
I think, didn't you guys both get that at the same time?
I don't know. It was when they were having the whole Tomorrowland
he bought his. Maybe it was the Boba Fett's. I think you both got the Boba Fett's at the same time. Because you were with us when he bought his Boba Fett. That I know for sure.
Yes, mm-hmm. I was. Yes.
That's all the Star Wars stuff I'm going to show. I'm going to go now into Marvel with one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Nice.
I love Baby Groot. Look how cute he is. This little sipper, it's like the little pot, and on the front it says, "I am Groot." And then he it looks like a little potted Groot. His arms move. It's just a little sipper cup. And this reminds me of one thing you had mentioned, but is not true at Disney World. At Disney World, if you get something that has like a drink or popcorn or whatever, and you don't want it in the container, you actually have to let them know. They're not going to automatically just put it in something else. I've had a couple cast members ask, but for the most part, they're going to plan on just doing it that way. And I'm guessing it's because of the difference with the kinds of people who, Disneyland's a locals park. People travel to Disney World. So, you have a lot of kids and stuff like that. And it's not for collecting. It's because it's cool. They want it as a toy. But I did ask, and they put it in a separate bag. But that just reminded me of that with him. But I like the fact that his hair has these like little green leaves that stick up, and then he's got a couple little green leaves on his one arm. Like Disney did a good job with that, for a little sipper cup. He's pretty cool.
I know, and I do have that. I do have that same one, thanks to Tony. We did a little swap.
Oh, I remember that because I was the one that like navigated that whole situation. He was like, "I want this from Disney," and I was like, "Well, Bubba wants this from Disney World. How would you two connect with each other?"
And he did. Yeah, he sent me that, and I sent him the annual pass holder electrical parade popcorn bucket. And it was weird too, because the moment like that came out at Disney World, everybody wanted one on this side. And then I talked to Tony and we decided to swap. We sent it the day after I got it. Disney announced, "Oh, we're going to have these same sippers at California Adventure." Like, oh, I'm like, oh well then. And everybody got them. As soon as they came out to Disney California, everybody got one of those Groot sippers. Yeah, that was a big hit. Very good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. I don't have much Marvel stuff. I do have that sipper, but my wife keeps all the Groot stuff in her office. She has a Groot rug, Groot dolls, Groot Pez dispenser. I even bought her the Chia Groot, and she's all Grooted out at her office. But I have nothing Marvel, and that just reminded me that I'm kind of disappointed I don't have anything big on Marvel. But I do have this, and I'm holding yours and Aljon's.
Big on Marvel because. Well, at least at Walt Disney World, they don't because of the Universal Marvel Land issue.
No, yeah, with us, I mean, they're going to start changing everything in Disney California on one corner to Marvel. But, there's a lot of meet and greets when it comes to Marvel characters now over there, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any merchandise that they have Marvel, and it hasn't really came out. So I think they're saving the big stuff for when they decide to, release all this Marvel madness on us. That's what we call it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. At least I hope so, but we'll see. One thing I do have, which was very sought after the day they came out, 4-hour lines just to get this thing. And I luckily have one. You guys have one, which I'm holding on to right now too. So this is it. Because remember, you were at California or at Disneyland with us the weekend these came out. So
the anniversary.
And I think they came out the day before, but it was the anniversary of Pirates of the Caribbean, and these things just knocked everybody off their socks. And the next morning, lines were 3, 4, even 5 hours long for this. And this is the Pirate Stein for Pirates of the Caribbean. Insanely detailed, by the way, which you can tell. I mean, let me see if I could to watching this, but very detailed.
For those who are not, Bubba, tell them a little bit about some of the details of what this looks like.
On the well, it's just your regular Stein with the little latch, that you can pick up the top. On the very top is the infamous Skellington sailing the ship during the lightning scene of Pirates of the Caribbean. He's on top, sticking out, and just the detail on him is amazing. Even the wood holding the wheel up is so detailed. What he's standing on is a wooden plank, a wooden floor, which is detailed. And then as you scroll down to see the whole cup, it's the scenes from Pirates of the Caribbean. So from what I'm looking at my side, I see the drunk guy talking to the cats. I see the guy messing with the pig. I see the drunk one messing with the pigs. I see the guy on top of the bridge drinking the rum about to fall.
Oh, wait, do we have a theme here? Do we have a theme of drinking rum?
Of drinking rum. All this. The infamous scene, the auction scene where in which they will be taking out soon because people are upset. And you see the redhead too, sticking her, holding her hat, lifting her dress up a little bit to show leg. I mean, everything you could think about when you're in the town during Pirates of the Caribbean is on this mug. Even the 3 guys singing "Yo ho, yo ho," and even on the top, you see the guys in the prison cell holding the key, holding the bone, trying to get the dog to come over, which I'm putting the camera so you guys can see that. I mean, everything you could think of. And then on the bottom, it shows Pirates of the Caribbean with the skull and bones on each side. This is an amazing mug. And, you know, this was,
And one
like I
day
said,
mine
$4 or
will be in
$5
my
to get.
house.
One day you'll be in your house. See, so just to prove I have yours,
I believe you.
I'm holding two right here. Okay, yeah. I believe you, yeah. But,
That's so awesome.
yeah, I know. This is awesome. Awesome mug right here.
Yeah, because that was the weekend of
Food and Wine Festival.
March 18th, because it was the day after St. Patrick's Day, because I was only in town for one night.
Yes.
Took the latest flight I could get out just so I could spend like the day hanging out in the park.
Oh yeah, awesome. I mean, and it wasn't so busy in that section too.
Oh, I've never seen it so crazy.
Wow.
So crazy.
And it was the morning too. We were there,
awesome,
what, 10, 11? Yeah, it was. It's still amazing. And I'm glad I got one for me, got one for you guys too. So they don't sell them anymore. At least I don't believe so.
I'm just glad that I got to experience one, because I don't ever get to go to those, you know, where they do like the 24-hour days or celebrating like this is the official opening day, and, you know, people get the pens and all that kind of thing. I've never been able to do that because I live 700 miles from Orlando. But so to get to be able to be there, and that was thanks to Kat Cressida. Those of you who the name sounds familiar, but you can't think of why you know the name, Kat is the amazing voice behind the Black Widow Bride in the Haunted Mansion, Constance Hatchaway. And thanks to her, I got a ticket to the park that day. And
I think she's really at the park today too. I think she's at the park today too. So
yeah, she may be. I haven't been on social media because I got up very early, went to work, came home, got on the podcast with you. So,
do the podcast.
It's been a crazy day. I'm like I've got to get on Facebook. I got to check some things. I need to see what's going on.
Yeah, she posted a nice picture. She posted a nice picture for Disneyland. So
nice.
I know she's there.
But yeah, that is cool, and that's going to be one of the few times I ever get to experience, you know, that kind of cool event. So, I really appreciate that Kat did that for me, as well as it was cool that I got to experience all that with you and Taylor too. Yeah, so back over to Walt Disney World. I don't know if you guys had these for a little while while they had turned Pinocchios into the Beauty and the Beast thing, but LeFou's Brew, and they did the nice little Stein, brown Stein. On one side, you got a picture of Gaston. He's like, hey, look at my big muscles. I eat 5 dozen eggs a day to help me stay large.
We do. Yes.
And then on the other side, you've got the Beast, and he's not happy. He's like, Gaston, you're a punk. Go away. But yeah, you can get this souvenir mug at Gaston's Tavern in the new Fantasyland area over at Magic Kingdom. When I order LeFou's Brew, because I don't like the taste of apple juice, I ask for an extra pump of the marshmallow, and it gets rid of that kind of weird apple juice taste. It kind of balances out. Yeah. So if you don't really like apple juice, but you want to try LeFou's Brew, order it with the extra pump of marshmallow, and you'll be happy you did so.
No, yeah, with that mug. Well, I want to say with that mug too, I did a story for Sorcerer when Fantasy Fair opened at Disneyland, and that's when they started selling that Gaston mug, which I did get too. So I have that. So we do. I don't remember the Beast one. They may have that one, but I know they have.
I don't think the Beast is on the other side anymore. Like, this was when it first opened. I got this when they did the AP premiere of it. So yeah. I know it's changed since then. The pictures are different, but mine's got Beast on one side, Gaston on the other.
Okay. Yeah. So I know I believe the LeFou, or not LeFou, but the Gaston mug is still, I believe it's at Maurice's Treats in Fantasy Fair over at Disneyland. So you can try to see if they still have those mugs there. So my next one is a very popular popcorn bucket that did come out a couple years ago. And for all you Nightmare Before Christmas fans, I think they sell this at Disney World too. I'm not too sure.
No, I wish.
But it is.
I wish. Oh,
So
I love it.
It is zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. And the popcorn bucket opens from the side right there.
His roof comes off.
Again, his roof comes off. The nose does light up. I don't know if it'll light up. There's a little switch behind the nose.
Oh, that's cool.
It's beeping. Yeah. So if you look, it has a pumpkin at the end of the nose, and it does light up, so you can see it at night. Which is kind of cool. Has a nice little carrying case handle, so you just hold it. Even the kids can hold it like that.
I love that it's a black doghouse with Hero Zero sticking his head out the front of it, you know.
And it does say zero behind
the doghouse.
It does say zero behind his ears, and nicely detailed one. Which this is one of my favorites right here. I'm not a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but I do like this bucket right now, or at least I don't know if they still have them. When I was at Disneyland last week, they did have them. The Oogie Boogie popcorn buckets. They have those still going on. Yes. Ooh. And I know those are very popular when Nightmare Before Christmas fans just like swarmed those. But Disney learned their lesson. After this came out, after Disney came out with these, they learned their lesson to just make a ton of them. Because, like I said, when this mug came out, the Nightmare Before Christmas, or not, Pirates of the Caribbean mug came out, people were selling them on eBay $50, $60, $70. So lately, any new stuff that came out, like the Oogie Boogie bucket or another thing I'm going to show you soon, they have a lot of them now. You don't have to wait 5-6 hours in line to get it anymore, which is great. I'm starting to like that Disney is getting into the habit of doing that. The Beauty and the Beast bucket or cups, the rose tumblers. Yeah, I mean, they even made the news because how people were just buying them left and right and selling them on eBay. So it's Disney learned their lesson when it comes to stuff.
When it comes to beverages, the coolest thing is still that pirate Stein. And my favorite movie is being the but I'd rather have that Stein over the rose sipper cup.
This is my second favorite Stein. The Pirates of the Caribbean. My favorite Stein, which I guess I'll show you right now anyway. Disneyland 60th anniversary.
Oh,
even more detailed than the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Yes. So we were there the day of the 24-hour party, 60th anniversary, when the 60th did start. So all the events, all the merchandise and everything was starting to sell. And I got this at, it's so hard that it's even gone. Woody's Roundup. Yeah, right? Woody's Roundup. Yes, the barbecue buffet, which we miss dearly. Big Thunder Ranch, thank you. Which, I mean, even somebody posted a picture of it in another Disney group the other day, and I'm just, the memories of that place. And the food was great, but this is where I got it. So as I talk about the detail, you have sitting on the very top of the Stein, detailed front, back, all around. I mean, you can't miss the detail.
It so looks like a Stein we get in Germany. But it's plastic.
In Germany, yeah. It's plastic. It's light. I mean, it's light, too. It's just so light. And on the side, every land you could think of in Disneyland. So we have Frontierland, which is nicely detailed with the Mark Twain. You have Fantasyland. Let me see. Yeah, with the teacups and everything. You have, and it shows some of the old school ride too. Some of the ones that opened when the park first opened, like attractions called where you can ride these old school style cars. And then Adventureland, where it shows Jungle Cruise. Tomorrowland, which shows some of the older attractions that Tomorrowland had back in its day.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah. And then at the bottom, the Disneyland 60th. It's, it matches the color of what the theme was for the 60th during that time. This one is probably my favorite Stein out of all, just because more sentimental value. But you know, just I had to have this when I saw it. I had to have it, and I'm glad I got one of these. I mean, it's just awesome. They're doing everything right when it comes to these, you know, Steins, and you know, people out there mass producing more, so you don't have to buy for $100 on eBay either. So
yeah, some of the stuff Disney has put together has been quite impressive, considering it's just made of plastic, you know.
yeah, exactly. And it looks so real. It looks like it could be made out of glass. You know, you pick it up and it's just it's so light and nice.
My next one, it's not impressive, but the one following, it's just cute, and it's exclusive to Florida, and it's the orange bird. I've got the little orange bird sipper. He's cute. I mean, it's just a little circle ball with his face on it, you know. Just a little cheap like sipper cup that you would have gotten many, many years ago to give to your little kid. I mean, it's nothing impressive. You get it at Sunshine Terrace. I don't know if they still have him there. But he's just cute. I mean, he's the orange bird. He's really into food. I don't know. I just really like him. And but speaking on the more impressive side, and this thing's actually heavy. I was quite surprised at the weight and the size of it. And it is they have it available during Halloween, and it is, I mean, for those of you looking, I've got this thing next to my head.
Are you kidding me?
Big. Oh, you've got that too? Okay. So
I have this too.
It is the poison apple from Snow White. And it's the mug itself. It's like a big, huge coffee mug. But the mug itself is red. And then on top, it's got like what looks like white melted wax with the little like skeleton face and the little apple stem. But it opens up and it's like, I mean, it's huge for the size. And, you know, it's probably maybe 20 ounces, something like that. It might hold. Ages, 8 and up.
Pretty deep.
No, 3 and up. What's an 8+? That's weird. Okay, whatever. But it's one of my favorite mugs that I have. The year that they first had it, I had just missed them doing it. And so this past year when I saw it, I was like, I want that. Like, I have to have that mug. It is so cool.
You're missing
I don't
you're
use
missing
it.
a
It
key
just looks pretty in my
detail.
office.
You're missing a key detail about the mug. That if you turn the lights off, I'm gonna show you this. Don't freak out. I'll show you this. Hold on. Oh no, you can't tell. Okay, it's still too much light, but it glows in the dark.
Glows in the dark. That's right.
It glows in the dark.
You know what would be really cool to do with
this? Is what?
tea lights. You know that, not actual lights, but you know those fake tea lights that they put in restaurants so nobody can actually burn themselves and it stays lit.
Yes.
You could put one of those in there, and this thing would just light up. It would look super cool.
Oh yeah, I've had this in my living room.
The same things on ours.
I had this one in my living room, and it would absorb the lights. So when I would turn off the lights and go to bed, I would see complete darkness except this face sitting on top of the counter because it's glowing in the dark. So I have one too. You can get. I don't know if they have them now anymore. They sold them during Halloween mainly, if I remember.
That's when I got
remember one. But yes, so you can get these probably over in Fantasyland during Halloween time frames.
No, this one I got in Liberty Square at Sleepy Hollow. They had them there available too. Actually, it was not this year. It was the previous year. It was during the Halloween party. I ended up picking it up because I remember I was with Alton and my friend Jason, who we frequent Disney World with.
Nice.
Okay, what else you got?
All right, I'm going to show you. So this is more of a sentimental thing, and I'm not promoting this product in any way, but they do serve it at Disneyland. They do have a partnership with Disney, and that's Coke. But at Downtown Disney, they had the personal Coke can maker where you can go and choose what you want written down on a can of Coke. And I luckily got one that says Bubba.
That is cool.
And man, I waited a long time for this too.
Really?
So to have your own personalized can. Yeah. About 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
And they had it in downtown Disney. They do pop-up booths every now and then. Sometimes they'll announce it, sometimes they won't. I know they had this at a D23 the year you guys came. They didn't have it this D23, which I noticed.
That's right, because the line was like really long.
Really long. Really long. So Taylor got one too that says Taylor. My little sentimental trinket. Share a Coke with Bubba. Because you ain't going to find, I'm sorry, but you're not going to find Bubba on the regular ones. Do they even put the names on them anymore? That was like something they did a couple months ago. And no, the little things like this make me happy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How often do you get a little can that has your name on it?
I know. I like it.
I've got actually a handful more things, unfortunately.
No, keep going.
Because I actually have stuff from Trader Sam's too, but this is my white little porcelain.
That is awesome.
And he's actually a cup that you can drink out of. He's from Yak and Yeti, which it says on the back. And we didn't have them put the drinks in it. They'll bring it separately from the drink. That way you get like a big drink. Otherwise your drink would overfill this thing. But he's just a cool little souvenir thing that they had. It's on the menu. It says limited time, limited availability. So you never know what that means.
Yeah.
One of our favorite places to drink in Disney Springs is called Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. And it's Indiana Jones themed. And they've got some really cool drinks and food items and stuff like that. Let's see. So one of the drinks is called the Cool-Headed Monkey, and they have souvenir cups, and they're actually, for being Disney, are really inexpensive when you get the souvenir mugs, unlike Trader Sam's, which is like $20, $30, $50 for souvenir things. Some of these are like $10, $15, $20. So they're significantly cheaper. I think this one was only like $10. And it's called the Cool-Headed Monkey is the drink that's served in that. And it was only like $10 to get this mug. And
that's cool. And
it's got the little Jock Lindsay's stamp underneath for the hangar bar. And then I can't remember what drink came in this. It'll tell you on the menu, the drinks, like if they come with something specialty. But this one has what looks like a little test tube. So it's got all the little, like a beaker that you have in science class. Yeah. It's like that, but it's got the Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar logo on the one side. And then all these little measurements on the other side, which is pretty cool. There is a drink called Reggie's Revenge. Whew, glad I remembered it. And it comes with a little stir that has, Reggie the pet snake on the stir. So that's pretty cool. And then this one is something mojito. Horvito Mojito might be the name of it. But it comes with this little stir, little squishy kind of thing on top, little like pom-pom. And the bottom of this, the glass is green. And then the bottom of this, which has like all these cool little engravings, like you see when you go through like the Jungle Cruise or whatever, you've got all those little engravings, or even better, Indiana Jones, the attraction. It's got little heads and emblems and stuff on it. But that's like porcelain at the bottom, and it's all gray. It's got like cracks in it and stuff. Again, it's got the little Jock Lindsay's stamp on the bottom. Pretty cool. I want to say that souvenir mug was like either 12 or 15. I mean, they're not bad at all.
That's good. That's really good.
For what you get. Now, then we get into the expensive place to get a drink. And that is Trader Sam's. if you look to collect, this is like the worst place to make the decision to collect things because they're so expensive. One of the drinks they have at now Grog Grotto and the Enchanted Tiki Bar in Disneyland. They have some same menu items, but some of them are different. Some you can only get on the East Coast, some you can only get on the West Coast. And this one you can only get on the East. And it's I wish you could order the drink without this, but I think Disney figures it's cheap, it's plastic. It is the Polynesian Pearl, and it is a little circle pearl that says Trader Sam's on it. White pearl. Apparently, there's a black pearl that you can get. I have yet to see the black pearl, but they're supposed to be extremely rare that you can get your hands on one of those. If I remember right, it's either $16 or $18 to drink, and you can't get it without the souvenir. So which tells me they've got a gazillion in one of these things that they had made. But you can buy them on eBay.
Nice. That's cool.
You order 10 drinks and you get 10 of those. So
that's actually a pretty cool thing. I like that.
They also have a rum flight. In the picture, it looks like it comes on this really cool wooden surfboard, which you don't get. And it has on one side of these little rum flight glasses, there's 3 of them. They're blue, orange, and green. One side says Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. The other side has the tiki face on it. So you get 3 different kinds of rum. This drink, I'm trying to remember the name of it because this is one that I got from Disneyland, and you can only get this, right? Yes, it's Shipwrecked. You can only get that drink over at Disneyland, and it has this really cool. It's brown. It looks like a barrel. It says Trader Sam's on it. It's just, it kind of looks like a beer barrel, wine barrel, rum barrel.
Rum barrel? I like that. Rum barrel?
These are all they're heavy breakables. The stuff from Trader Sam's and Jock Lindsay's. So it's not like you're getting, except for, as I said, the little pearl, which is made of cheap plastic. But everything else is really high quality. It's good. And they do change these from time to time. So, for example, there's one called the Shrunken Zombie Head. I did not pull that mug out, but it's a zombie head. The colors are different on each coast, but they actually change them from time to time. So, say you got one in 2013 in Disneyland. Well, chances are today, if you go and buy one, it's going to be different than the one you bought in 2013.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But one of the coolest drinks that you can get in both places, they actually have different mugs for it. This one is from Disneyland, and as you can see, it's got 4 little places where they put the stuff and light it up because they actually light this thing on fire when they put it. It's called the and it does have a big all of these drinks. When you get them, there's a spectacle that comes along with them. So. I guess Disney's figuring that into the cost of the souvenir mug that you get. This one has 4 little spots for it. The one, and it's brown. It's kind of shiny. It's huge. It's got a lot of alcohol in it. So if you are planning on drinking responsibly, which we highly recommend all the time, don't be irresponsible. You should share it with your friend.
Yes.
But the other one, the one for Walt Disney World, only has 3 little spots, and it's white. So it looks very different from the one in California. Personally, I really like the one I got in California. I'm glad I got that one first.
No, those are cool. They are.
They have all kinds of cool drinks and things that you can get at both places. Some pretty elaborate. I mean, some of these containers cost up to $50 for you to take home. Yes. So they're not cheap. They're not poor quality. It just all depends
And
on what you like to collect. And as you can see, I have everything from my little inexpensive orange bird sipper to my expensive drink. So I just collect what I like and just always hope it's more affordable than not.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true.
So
I will go with my next. I think 2 or 3 more things.
Okay.
Another Disneyland 60th edition. So Starbucks released a Disneyland 60th coffee mug, which came presented nicely in this box. I haven't seen that. And then as you open the box up, it has a little tissue, and you have a Diamond Celebration mug.
I do remember seeing that.
You can take it out. Ooh, nice packaging, by the way. So nice. So you have this Disneyland 60th on one side and the official Starbucks logo on the other side. Over at the bottom, same thing. Disneyland 60th also with Starbucks. But this was a limited edition item that you can only get during the 60th, maybe a few months after too, because they were just selling the rest that they had in stock. This stays up on my display because, this is like one of our nicer things we like to call, like to have from the 60th. Like you mentioned, you wanted the DCA one, the Disney California Adventure Starbucks mug, which I know they sell a couple different styles now, but a lot of people do collect these mugs, are Disneyland related or Disney related. And the 60th one is definitely one of my favorites right here, which still put back in the box. Just keep it in the box, just like my toys. All my pop figures I still keep. Another thing I have, I got 2 more popcorn buckets to show you. And this one is the most recent popcorn bucket, which hit the social media sites everywhere. And that is
so cool.
I was very skeptical about this, but then once I realized everything literally moves on this thing. So you have this moving. You have the legs moving in 2 parts, so you can do whatever you want, however you compose it you want. I didn't realize it was this. This is $25. Which you can get over at the which at the popcorn cart in Tomorrowland. The top does open like so. A little popcorn container in there, which fits perfectly inside. And it comes with the Star Wars.
I'm trying to think of what that's called.
It's a little.
The AT-AT, right?
AT-AT, yes, the AT-AT. And it comes with the Star Wars lanyard, which you can see right there. But like I said, the detail on Disney merchandise has been amazing lately. So every detail you could think of on an AT-AT from the original movies is right there from The Empire Strikes Back, mainly. But even the detail, my blaster's a little bit twisted, unfortunately, because I had it in a bag. But, the detail on the blasters and everything is amazing.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And if you were on the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone page, I showed you guys this, how awesome it was, and people liked it. It's amazing. It's huge too. I mean, this thing is huge. I thought my TIE fighter was huge. Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
thing. And I mean, even the kids, you could just have fun with it too, like just as a little toy, and it stands up perfectly. I use it as a tip jar when I DJ.
Oh, nice.
Where'd you get that? So, that's all of my Star Wars stuff. Do you have anything else to show before I break out my favorite?
I got one last thing. That's all.
Yeah, you can.
And mine is something you can't get anymore, and it's very old. Should I go ahead and show it now?
Yeah, you showed me. Yeah, I like to. Yeah.
Okay, so once upon a time, there was a collection of glasses that were put out, and you had one for the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's MGM Studios, and Typhoon Lagoon. And they were the 25th anniversary glasses. Now, this is my second, I think, collectible Disney piece I got. I got all 4 of them. They were from a friend of mine named Mike that I knew in college. And when we were in college, he was like, I don't want these. You like Disney. Here, you want to take them? And he had used candles. So they had like candle wax, like all inside. I have managed, as you can see, to clean out all of that.
Nice.
But one of the things that's cool on these, and on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it through the inside of this. It has the 25th anniversary, like little logo on the bottom, and I'm showing it the Magic Kingdom one. It's got the castle, which had the really ugly 25th anniversary like cake overlay. It says 25 on it. It's got Donald holding Mickey balloons. You've got Space Mountain on there. I can't tell what that is supposed to be. It looks like a house. I don't know what's up with that. I don't recognize where that's supposed to be from. Maybe that's supposed to be Liberty Square. I don't know. I can't
tell.
I can't tell. But it's all in like pink, blue, and yellow and white. So, and they all had different colors on all 4 of the mugs. And of course, it's before Animal Kingdom, so that's why there's no Animal Kingdom one. There's the Typhoon Lagoon one. But they were given to me because he didn't want them anymore. And they are one of the coolest things that I have. And they're probably, I can't imagine what he could probably have sold this for today, 20 years later.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. And I know he's not listening, but I'm going to say anyways. Thanks, Mike.
We should get him to listen. Get him to listen. Get him to listen. All right. Well, I will show my final item of Disney World, because you will be getting this attraction very soon that is in Shanghai Disney, the Tron Light Cycles. Ooh. Yes. So I'm sure they will be selling this popcorn bucket, but thanks to my good old buddy Steve Saunders, he was at Shanghai Disney and got me the creme de la creme, I believe, of popcorn buckets, which is the Tron Light Cycle popcorn bucket, exclusively sold in Shanghai Disney. The top does open like so. Now this does light up.
Put little people in it.
You can put anything you want. You could, yeah. I mean, shoot, you can put your cat.
Mickey's driving the light cycle.
Picture your baby cat inside this thing, and you're just pulling it with her in it, just like,
oh.
I mean,
now see that would make a huge YouTube video right there.
That would.
You need to put Giddy in there and carry that along the floor. We'll do it on Dining at Disney and see how many hits we can get on YouTube.
Giddy will not fit in this. Maybe my cat Maury, and I'm sure I'm gonna test it out today and see if she jumps in here, because she'll jump in anything open like this that she can fit her tiny head into. But it's sold to Shanghai Disney, and I'm sure Disney World will probably be getting these once your attraction opens up for the Tron Light Cycles. But the wheels do light up. Unfortunately, I don't have AAA batteries, but the wheels turn lights on each side, on each wheel, that light up. And it's smooth. It's nice. There's not a lot of detail when it comes to a Tron Light Cycle, but the fact that, this was exclusively sold in Shanghai Disney, you can't get this anywhere else. I think I'll ever be going to Shanghai in my life, but who knows? We'll see. Baby, right? You got
to make it to Walt Disney World first.
I still got to make it to Walt Disney World, exactly. So, which we'll be talking to you soon about that.
Oh,
yes. But like I said, I always keep this. If you ever watch our past podcasts, I always keep it on hanging on my wall along with my TIE Fighter bucket, because this is always something that I like showing people.
And
that what I got. Yeah, he got me this. Oh, go ahead.
what's funny that sitting right behind you is your Cozy Cone Motel Cozy Cone.
I was about to say that. Yeah, my cozy cone is right there, and it's holding up my Shanghai Disney ears that he got me for their grand opening. Yes, so those are official grand opening Shanghai Disney ears. Um, and I have a couple cozy cone cups. I have this one, and I have a blue one for Christmas. Halloween one
Oh,
too,
cool.
which is yeah, they have a Halloween. They had a Halloween one, which I figured out was just this one that you can put on yourself. So I bought. I'm like, oh, well, that's great. But you know, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I have here, even like non-food stuff, just buttons, pins, my food
Oh
and wine
gosh, if we
button. I
went into
have
like everything we had,
no,
we
I
could be here
yeah,
for like hours doing show and tell.
yeah, I know because I've worked in the park, even stuff I have when I worked in the park. Um, cast member buttons and pins. My first official Disney hat that I had engraved is still in a plastic bag. If you go in my living room, I have all my 24-hour day hats, which I attended all the 24-hour parties at Disneyland from One More Disney Day all the way to the 60th. And my house is littered with Disney stuff. But it's not just because, I have to have it. It's metal to me too, in my opinion. Because my love for Star Wars, my love for Disney, some stuff I just had to have like say, oh, it's cool, like this Zero popcorn bucket. I don't like once or not once upon a time, but
Oh, I just realized
Nightmare Before Christmas.
the roof of his doghouse even has what looks like little shingles on it.
Little shingles, yeah, like
Yeah.
more of the detail. But like I thought it was cool looking, and I had to have it. But we have stuff like that, but a lot of it's all sentimental to me. And stuff I've collected throughout the years from working there from 2000 all the way to today. I don't think
That's very
it'll
cool.
ever stop. I don't think it'll ever stop. Hanging above my wall right now, which you can't see, is a stolen Pirates of the Caribbean world premiere poster.
I'm not going to ask how you got
we went
that.
to the Pirates. No, I was just kidding. No, we went to the Pirates of the Caribbean premiere on Strange Tides at Disneyland, and they had these. And one of the security guards gave me one, so I didn't steal it. But it's one of my babies because that's where I shook Johnny Depp's hand and got to meet all these other cool people and stuff like that. And that's, like I said, sentimental value. And a picture that my nephew drew of the Disneyland castle I have hanging right here too.
Wow.
He made me for my birthday. Yeah.
So I found out the other day, speaking of drawings, and of course it's completely off topic and has nothing to do with anything about the show, but my day job is I work with kids, grade school, kindergarten through 5th. And one of the days, one of the kids was getting picked on, and he likes to draw, and we were talking, and he said, well, if you remind me tomorrow, I'll show you how to draw Mickey Mouse. Yeah, me showing one boy how to draw Mickey Mouse turned into having 20 kids all sitting around me trying to draw Mickey Mouse.
It's like the animation building.
This thing of like every day the kids, wanting me to like teach them how to draw. Can you teach me how to draw Minnie? Can you teach me how to draw as they call it, they don't say it right. They say Jack the Skellington. It's not Jack Skellington. It's Jack the Skellington. Which to me is
cool.
It's cute. But one of the girls said to me that I had drawn her something for her birthday, and this was a while ago because I was just like doodling, and she was like, "What are you doing with that?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to probably throw it away while you want it." And she's like, yeah. And it was her birthday. So I had written, happy birthday, Emma, on it. And she had recently told me this. And her birthday was like in July, I think. She has it hanging up in her bedroom wall.
Aww.
But all the kids now, whenever I draw something to teach them, all of them want. They're like, oh, can I have it? Can you draw me Minnie? Can you draw me Goofy? I'm like, can you draw me this? And I'm like, I can draw some of those things for you, but I am not an animator. Like, this is what I do to relax at night. I sit there and I've got I've got like sketchbooks and the different, how to draw books. And I sit there at night with my colored pencils and draw whatever. And so, of course, Mickey, I've drawn hundreds of times because, I get bored talking on the phone and, or I'm calling on it on a day where they release like free dining, so I'm on a hold for 3.5 hours with Disney. The number of times I've drawn Mickey while I've been on the phone is, Mickey and Minnie is ridiculous that I can draw all that from memory. The rest I need to at least, like look at a picture and kind of remember where the guidelines go and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, to be off topic.
Well, they have that. They have that attraction at Disney. Where you can
they got rid of Art of Animation, the drawing class out at Walt Disney World. It's now Hangar Bay.
Hangar Bay, yes. Okay, I think somebody mentioned that. Yeah, that sucks. No, we still have ours.
Now, when I go to Disneyland, I have to do my Art of Animation.
You have to. You have to do it now. Yes, and there's so much fun too.
I have some like 70 drawings that I've done over the years.
Ours too. We keep in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, we have a bunch of them.
I've got them sitting in my closet, like right over here, and my stack's like this big of ones that Aldo and I've drawn over the years. So
that's pretty. That's a cool story though. Off topic, but that was a great story. No, that's cool that you do that.
So, is that everything you've got to show? Because that's all I've got to show for today.
Oh no! I mean, there's definitely more stuff. It's just we have to go. I mean, people got to go to bed. No, no, but that's the stuff I love to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that we have. You could always ask us questions about it. It's new stuff that's in the park. We could definitely find out for you too. I have friends that go every day, and something will just release out of nowhere, and I'll definitely post it.
So when is your next trip? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I mean, I mentioned the last podcast that we did. Definitely going to. We just don't know when right now. Right now, we're going to Minneapolis for the Super Bowl. That's our first priority right now, is planning for that and bowl somewhere in the stands. But just that. When it comes to Disney right now, I'm guessing Food and Wine, which starts in March. Hoping the second week of March, maybe the third week of March, I'll be there for Food and Wine.
Yep, and see, I'll probably be heading for Flower and Garden to do all the eating and drinking in March as well. I'm gonna go right after the kids go back to school from spring break, because I'll be working a long, long week of crazy madness. They're early in the morning that I'll probably definitely need that vacation following that. So
take one. Take a vacation. You'll need it, especially working with kids.
So we'll probably both be going in March and have lots to talk about when we come back from those trips.
Yes, we definitely will.
Well, thanks so much, guys, for downloading our show. As you know, we're part of the Weeby Geeks network, so we can be found on iTunes, streamed on Stitcher, and of course, you can watch us on YouTube. Hopefully, you've got a chance. If you don't get a chance, should check out the video, if you're listening to this. That way you can see some of the cool things we've talked about. Share with your friends. Let them know to tune in, download, subscribe. Give us some 5-star ratings. Bub and I would absolutely love that. And tell us what you're enjoying about the show, what you'd like to see more of. If you're looking to support the show, we've got our affiliate links for things like, of course, the Disney Store and Garden Grocers, which delivers to the Walt Disney World resorts. You can shop either our ebooks or one of our fellow podcasters' books. We've got one from John Donahue as well as Tony Casanova. Both are hosts of the Disney Parks podcast. If you're looking for other ways, for less than the cost of a cup of coffee a month, you can go on to Patreon. And there's different values, different amounts you can give, anywhere from $1 on up. You just choose what you want to give to support the show, donating that way. And with some of them, you do get something in return. So, Bubba, let everybody know where they can find you and keep up with all of your delicious news.
You can find me on Instagram, big_Bubba_B. Same with Twitter. It's basically my name all around the web. And you'll see me on the Dining at Disney Facebook page and the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone page also.
As for everything Dining at Disney, you can go to diningatdisney.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube. If you've got questions, comments, something you'd like to share with us, maybe a dining review you've had, you can email us at podcast@diningatdisney.com, and we would be happy to share your questions and answer them on the podcast. Until next time, thanks so much for listening. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Until next time, bon appetit.